Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Ashley.
I'm Amy.
And we're Martin Midlife Misadventures. Tell them what we're doing. Well, she's obviously cutting all this wood.
Yeah, I'm almost done with our kindling, and then I'm going to start on the rest, and you are going to cook me my favorite fried chicken.
Yes, I am. Prepper Pantry fried chicken. It is delicious. It is oven baked. Let's get started. All right, everybody, we are going to make some Prepper Pantry oven fried chicken. For this, you need any kind of chicken you prefer. I'm using these drumsticks because I got them for $4.51 for 2.52 pounds. It was such a deal, I could not pass it up. A couple of eggs, some black pepper, any kind of pepper. You could use white pepper as well. I'm adding some onion powder. This is 2 different kinds. I'm going to use some Badia breadcrumbs. Again, breadcrumbs that you prefer. You need some hot sauce. I'm going to use Tapatio. You could use Frank's, whatever kind you prefer. And last but absolutely not least, our crispy fried onions. Remember, 50 cents a can? We got these the other day. Let's get started. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to crack our eggs into our bowl. And then we're going to add a little dash of our hot sauce. Now, this is all about personal preference. We're using Tapatio. This doesn't make it really spicy, but it just gives it an amazing flavor. So I'm pretty generous with it. Again, this is to all our own personal taste. And then we're just going to scramble them up like we're making scrambled eggs. All right, we've got these all mixed up. And now what we're going to do, and you could add some cream or buttermilk or anything like that to this mixture, but we're keeping it as simple as possible. And believe me, this is delicious. We're going to put all of our chicken into this Ziploc baggie. Once you have all your chicken inside your baggie, you're just going to dump all this egg mixture on top of it, okay? If you're using a large amount of chicken, you might need another egg, but 2 eggs does pretty good with me with between 2 and 3 pounds of chicken. So we're just going to squish it in there. Pardon the sound, but you've got to massage it all over your chicken. Now that we have our mixture completely covered inside this baggie, we're going to set it inside our refrigerator for about an hour. You can put it in there for several hours, but I'd leave it a minimum of an hour. Check it periodically, go in and rub the mixture, flip the bag upside down, and then we'll go on to the next step. Now for the coating. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump about half of this container. This is a 6-ounce container of these French onions. I'm going to dump them in my baggie. Now we need to crush them up. I'll just put them in here. You can take your rolling pin and just crush them. You can use whatever you want to crush them. You could use your hands. But we're just going to crush them. You're looking for a consistency kind of like panko breadcrumbs. In fact, panko is something I use for this recipe when I don't have these French onions. And the only thing that's different about that is that you just need to add a little bit more seasoning to the mixture. Okay, these look great. They're nice and smushed. See that? Now, I also add some more seasoning to this. I'm going to add some black pepper. Just a few sprinkles. A little dash of salt, not too much, because those French fried onions, they sure have some salt in them. Now I'm going to add some regular breadcrumbs. I'm using these Badia ones, but let me tell you, any breadcrumb will work, and this is actually an important step. It really helps this all adhere. I'm probably adding about a half a cup or so of regular breadcrumbs to this mixture. I'm also going to add some onion powder. I know that seems silly because we have the French fried onions, but it really gives it a nice oniony flavor. I have some granulated onions. These are ones that I made myself. I'm just going to add a pinch of them in there. Adds a good texture. And then we're going to mix it all up. Make sure it's all nicely and evenly incorporated, okay? And now we have our coating. Let's get that chicken and get it coated. Now we need to get our pan ready. And my little oven has this very unique little tray that slides in here so I can roast and bake on top of it and the drippings will go down. I have just lined it with some aluminum foil. Now you need to raise this up. If you cook the chicken on a flat surface, it's going to create a very mushy underside to the chicken. This helps it roast really, really beautifully. So you can use a cooling rack like you would use for your cakes. And then I'm just going to spray these little ridges so my chicken will not stick. Now we're going to coat our chicken. We've got our coating and we've got our chicken here. This is just like shake and bake, baby. Just like shake and bake. Get a piece of your chicken, drop it in your bag, and now you're going to shake it around, get all the coating all over that chicken. Once you feel like it's well coated, you reach inside and grab your little piece of chicken here. See that? And you're going to put it on your rack. I'm going to do the same thing to the rest of these pieces. All right, we've got all our fried chicken. Doesn't that look beautiful? There's one final step, and it's very kind of important if you want a nice crunchy chicken. You just take whatever cooking spray you prefer, and you spray the top of your chicken. It's blowing some crumbs around, but this, I'm telling you, is like the step to make everything perfect. Let's put it in the oven. All right, like I said, the oven is preheated to 400 degrees. You could do 425 on this, but 400 works best for me at this elevation. So you just put it in there, and we're going to check it in about 30 minutes, and I'm probably going to flip it over. All right, we're at about the halfway mark, so I want to take a look and flip these chickens over. See how nice and brown they got on top? That's because of that spray. So we're going to flip them all and then put them back in for another 30 minutes. Chicken is ready. I'm going to pull it out. We're going to let it cool for a second, and we're going to get Amy to do a taste test. Okay, Amy's going to pick her piece of chicken.
Look at that.
Doesn't that look delicious?
It does. I gotta have a crunchy.
She'll pick up all those little crunchies that fell.
I will eat them all.
All right, let's take a bite. Ready?
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Look at how juicy and delicious that is. Is that a home run in?
This is the best chicken, you guys. You gotta try it.
You really, really got to try this recipe. All right, everybody, what do you think about that chicken? It is just the same as a shake and bake, but way better and way cheaper. Shake and bake is really expensive, but this chicken, I think it's the egg coating. It holds in all the juices. It is so juicy, so delicious. All the ingredients from the Prepper Pantry. Please let us know if you give this a try.
You gotta try this. I mean, look. Oh, it's so
I'm going to
good.
have to keep her out of it so we have enough for Grandpa. All right, everybody, please give us a thumbs up.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
And give us any tips about your oven fried chicken. We would love to, because you can use this. You could do this with beef. You could use this with fish. Pretty much anything. I could cook this in my camp oven outside. I could do it in a cast iron over a fire, huh?
Yes.
I mean, there's so many options with it, and you can use any cut of meat that you have. Everybody,
It is so juicy. Like, turn this camera around and look at the juice on the plate. Can you see the juiciness?
Yeah. And that's with no added oil or anything. So much healthier and delicious for you. Everybody, we're going to be talking to you really soon. God bless you all.
Peace.